Good morning, mademoiselles and messieurs. Mystery Man 64 at your service, and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red version. Oh, this was a new area, wasn't it? I need my document. Bond Bridge. Okay. Let me pull up my pamphlet here, because I don't inherently have this thing memorized. Who would? Nope. A little bit further. Further still. Ah, here we are. Okay, no. Nothing new at Bond Bridge, so we can just move on. Wunderbar. Every time I'm just like hidden item. Hidden item though. But there is no hidden item. Tis a false prophet. But yeah, I have seen a thing, you know, since episode 1. The person that inspired me to do this series is once again started a new Pokemon Let's Play of his own. It'll be the first time I won't watch it because I'm just like, I don't want to be influenced any more than I already have. You know? Because I want to try to do things my way. Try to do things my way. So, you know. Again, this series was initially inspired by Chuck Conroy's Pokemon Let's Plays. And he has recently started doing Black 2 White 2. I had a feeling it was around the corner. I'm hoping mine will get some upticks, but at the same time, for those of you that may or may not have come off of his, be like, man, you've done something incredibly similar to his. I'm just like, it is inspired, but I've done all of this myself. I put all of this together myself. I took nothing from his. I don't even have information like events or things that might have been. I might add those later, but as things right now, I still wanted this to be basic and heavy quotation marks for what I decided basic to be. Oh, this is anything but basic. So, I definitely like the flow and why I have this overlay, because, you know, I have a little space for the bottom screen, though you usually, when it comes to the DS games, you usually don't need the bottom screen for anything. It tells you what the moves are mostly, and there might be some bottom screen utility. I'll just have that be like a really small screen or something. Hopefully I can figure something out if the encounters aren't a crazy line like some of these. Some of these are like 13 long. So hopefully I'll have figured something out. I'll think of something. I'll think of something by the time. But in the second one, I'll have a second design for the bio screens, for the overlay. I might even need new sprites for the things, because the ones I got are pretty basic, and I might need more higher fidelity ones. That can be grown and shrink as needed. I'll think of something. I might just use the sprites weirdly from things like, if I can look at the Infinite Fusion decks, but without the fusions, I might just use the sprites as is and shrink them. So if I can find a sprite file for all of them that someone has done, then that'd be probably a decent step forward for that. In terms of the bios, I prefer like the vector. I like the nice cleanly drawn instead of like the pixel art. But when it comes to like the encounter tables that I have, I might stick with pixel art for those, the pixel format. Do I want to go that far, or do I want to stop there? I might stop there, because that's still very far into the future. I still don't know how I'm going to tackle 3rd gen. That's the one I'm really iffy on. Because I usually just want one entry, but 3rd gen, that one's in a weird spot. with Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm just like, but is it different enough to warrant 2 different playthroughs? Because it's still the same area, it's similar Pokemon, but different mechanics and some added Pokemon. It's slightly different. Like, that one's so weird and also interesting that I don't know what to do with it. When I get there, I might just have to flip a coin and then just pick whatever my preferred version. Like, if it's the originals, I know what version I'm gonna play. If it's the remix, then I can kind of just coin flip for the whatever. I own both versions, so I can literally flip a coin and it won't ultimately matter. Won't ultimately matter too much. I might just have to do some editing shenanigans. Because I own both, so I could probably play both similarly and showcase some of the differences that you obtain in the games. Yeah, I could probably do that. That's something I could probably do. When I get there, show the very mundane differences because I own both versions. The rare instance where I bought both versions, it's mostly when I started with Omega Ruby and Alpha. And then again with Sun and Moon. And then the Ultra versions came and I was like, yeah, screw this, I'm just getting one. If I knew they would come out with just factually better versions, I would have just waited for the better versions. Bought both of those. So dumb. Then Sword and Shield was announced and I'm just like, I'm not okay with this. Then I got mine heavily discounted the normal price. Definitely did not pay full price for mine. And then Arceus came out and just like, I'll give it a chance. I like what I see and I'll give it a chance. Oh, I love Arceus. Arceus is great. I thought it was great. I still think it's great. I completed the Pokédex on mine. Well, not like completed, like I haven't perfected it, but every one of them has reached its level 10, so I got mad shiny capabilities for every Pokemon. I could go that extra step, but I'm not decreasing the shiny odds by much. Like, the difference between complete and perfect isn't enough to warrant that, I don't think. But it is fun. It is super fun. Now I just kind of can play shiny hunt. That's really the only reason I play the game. Some of the challenges they've added, I've been doing a lot of those. Some of those are really just like, you want the right nature and to just max out your IVs. Really, Megahorn. Interesting. That is very interesting. 120.85. Interesting. I don't need it, but interesting. I can grind for mushrooms on Paris. I can just catch a bunch of those tiny mushrooms if I really need to for the move reminder here on the Sevi Islands. If I really wanted to do that, but didn't know it learned Megahorn at level 43. I thought it stopped learning level up moves, but shows what I know. Still at speed, sucker. Get out of here. Get out of here, you silly friend. You're a silly friend. Okay. I can and should. Actually, one more. And then I'll cut and heal. Because that saves me time from running back. See, now that I've done this once, I'm now like, okay, I have a significantly better idea of how to do this series now, going forward. I do have an end point in mind. I do know where I'm just like, I'm cutting off here. And then I will do a send-off to this series. I do know how I want to end this. It's like Toby Fox with Undertale. Not Undertale, Deltarune. Like, getting there is one thing, but I know when and how. Well, not quite the when, but I know how. It's right now, for me, up in the air on the when. Like, I could give some insight right now, but things could change. Like, right now, my brain is either I will end it at Sword and Shield, maybe Arceus, or before that at Ultra Sun and Moon. That right now is where my brain is, but at the same time, Arceus is such a different beast. I'm not sure how to tackle it. And for the bios, I know exactly how I would want to do those. I do not have the skill for that. And by then, I would need to make money because there would be a lot of art that I'd need to have commissioned. Oh God. But I'd know how I'd want it done. I know exactly how I'd want it done. But I'm just like, yeah, that's not happening. Years down the line, I still haven't reached, monetization levels. Which could happen, but, I can help. I hope you're all enjoying me being weird playing Pokemon, talking non sequiturs, going nowhere a lot of the time. I'm gonna actually give him Chonko change. You're still level 43. Let's cut and heal. And we're back. Yeah, there's like no items, dude. What is the dealio? Berry Forest! Weirdly, I only have one new encounter on the list, believe it or not. So let's just do that one encounter. Sorry, I was already in my mode. Let's get into it. Hypno, the evolved form of Drowsy, a pure psychic type Pokemon, and one with that is deeply seated in creepypastas. Don't worry about it. It is a freaky looking Pokemon. We'll give it that for reasons. It has a high special defense stat and decent HP, so it's pretty good special defensively, and in Gen 1, the special stats were combined, so it would have been even better. Not that it needed to, because Psychic was basically unrivaled still. So it's a decent-ish Pokemon if you need something to take special attacks, but it is very freaky. We can all agree on that Hypno is weird. But with that, that should do it for the only new encounter of this area. All right. Yep, just one encounter. I was about to say, I'm pressing A on these dark patches, and so far the first two I encountered were duds. See, here's another dark patch. Nothing. Don't know what the deal there is, my dude. As I can't believe this is something I occasionally have to do. There's that encounter, and it's gone. Don't have to add the water encounters, like, at all. But, can't say I'm not thorough. Can't say that. The most work I've done for a series so far. That's why the next few series is going to not be Pokemon for a while. Might even switch things up and maybe even do a retrospective. Or just do a whole series one by one. You know, I might do that. Would you all be interested in that? A retrospective? Feel free to leave a comment. You know, commenting is useful for engagement, apparently. This is also the internet, so, you know. Asking for comments is also somewhat of a death sentence in this climate, but, you know. It is also the internet. Kind of comes with the territory. Every time I slightly hope for something, but I know it won't likely happen. I know when I get to Gen 2, I can actually talk about that, because you are literally guaranteed one, and then later in... Are you guaranteed one in black and white, or is it only black 2, white 2 that you're definitely guaranteed one? I know for sure you're guaranteed one in black 2, white 2. But I don't know about original black and white. You might? Or is that an event for the sequels? I don't know. Oh, hi, Lostel. You're an important-ish character, but, oh, Jesus.
Oh, please help. A scary Pokemon appeared there a little while ago. It kept scaring. It made Lostel scared. I'm too scared to move, but I want to go home. Oh, here it comes again. No, go away. It's scaring me. Wow, I want my daddy.
Oh, I hope that captured. Why did it have to be Hypno? Why this? Why you specifically had to be you? Bye bye. You know that's some those who know meme.
Oh, that was so scary. Thank you. Lostel came to pick berries. You can have this.
We attained Ayapa Berry.
What's your name? Lostel's scared, so can I go to you at my daddy's house? Okay, let's go home.
So you rescued Lostel. How can I thank you? Lostel, darling, forgive me. I didn't know you were scared and in trouble.
It's okay, Daddy.
Okay, that's. Hey, bro, can I have the thing? Yay, we got the meteorite. It's from Bill. That's like the 5th moonstone. I have like 5 moonstones. I do not need 5 of them. Seriously, if I go to the PC, I actually wonder how many of these I actually have. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like it's more than I should have. Item storage, deposit. Do I have crap that I can put? I can put up the water stone. I can put up the 2 fire stones. Once again, the moonstone. How many moonstones am I at? 3? Well, I used 1, so that's 4. Almost 5. 2 fire stones, a leaf stone, and a lot of these like thunder, leaf, water, and fire I can just buy it, sell it on. And moonstones I can get from Clefairies. Yay! Because Pokemon have held items. I don't know if that's something I'll add. That I might mention it if I look across the thing for those that are important, because, you know, stuff like lucky eggs, amulet coins, razor claws, metal coats, dragon scalar fang, one of those 2, heart scales. I'm sure there are others. Razor fang, razor claw. There are probably others. Probably a lot more, dude. Okay, let's return this and then end the episode. one island. Oh, hey, Mystery. What kept you so long? Been out having a good time? We got it done. The PCs are up and running.
The job went incredibly quickly. Bill is one amazing guy.
No, there was almost nothing left for me to do. See, Leo, I have to hand it to you. You've learned quite a lot.
Oh, really?
Well, there you have it. I'm finished with the job. We should head back to Kanto. See, Leo, I'll be seeing you again.
Mystery, I'm really sorry that we sent you off alone today. I promise I will show you around these islands sometime.
Yeah. Now we have Rock. Wasn't that a long cruise? My buddy Cedia seemed to enjoy your company. I'm sure he'd welcome you if you were to visit him again. If you have a tri-pass, you can always take a ferry there from Vermilion. Alright, thanks for your company. Bye, Bill. And I believe this will end things off here. So next time on Pokemon Fire Red version, we're almost at the end. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.